Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and I hope you're doing well. If you're new to the channel, I'm Itumeleng and I hope you love it here. And I just want to reiterate and say guys, I really appreciate the support and love that I've been seeing in the comments, and I think that's what really drives me, so keep it up guys. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so. In the previous video I mentioned that I'd be doing a detailed video of the robomop because I felt that there was a lot more to talk about, and honestly it just deserved its own video. So if you're an OG of this channel, you definitely know what I'm gonna do next. Just gonna make a cup of coffee and then we'll get right into it. Okay, let's get right into it. So this model is the Deebot Omni X2 and it was released about 2 years ago. And I'm just breathing heavily because that's how heavy this thing is. And at first I actually wanted to get the Xiaomi robomop, but after comparing the features and performance, I ended up deciding to go with the ECOVACS instead. This model comes with a base station that handles most of the cleaning maintenance. It empties the dust bag and washes the mop pads automatically. Setting it up was pretty straightforward. I installed the ECOVACS app, created an account and connected the robot to my Wi-Fi so I can control it remotely. After that, I set up the voice commands. Okay, Eco. One of the first things you have to do is to let the robot map your house so it can figure out the layout. And this is where ECOVACS says that the robot uses machine learning and its dual laser LiDAR sensor system to sort of create a 3D map of the household, so more like the technology that we see being used in autonomous vehicles. One of the nice things about this robot is that you can just set it up, forget about it and focus on other things. You can even throw on your noise cancelling headphones and catch up on paperwork or fill out some documents. And speaking of that, I've been using this app called UPDF. It's a really solid cross-platform tool that lets you edit, annotate and even compare PDFs. All I can say is that it's been super useful for managing all my work files in one place, especially for those quick PDF edits and annotations I do from time to time. Today's video is sponsored by UPDF, which is an AI integrated PDF editor that can handle all your PDF needs. I've been using the scanning feature on the iPad to quickly turn my invoices into PDFs, which is super convenient. Another cool feature is the AI document analysis tool, which allows you to upload a PDF and it instantly gives you a summary or even you ask questions about it. I tried it on a 90-page document and it handled it effortlessly. Another feature that I use from time to time is the signature tool, which is super handy for signing documents digitally. There's also a match feature that lets you combine multiple PDFs into one, and you can easily organize or split pages within your documents. So really, this tool is like a one-stop solution for all your PDF needs. I'll also leave a link in the comments. Now back to the robomop. Okay, let's talk about the Deebot Omni Station, which in my opinion I think is the most important component here because it does all the heavy lifting. It basically washes the mops and hot dries them, and it also takes all the dust from the robot and the dirt and it puts it in here. And here you have the dirty water and clean water. And I think in terms of design, it looks really good. And I mean, it's plastic, but it really looks good. I had a friend over and they thought this thing was a dustbin. So yeah, I think it's one of those pieces that if you have in your home, it's a conversation starter and people are just gonna wanna know more about it. So the robot automatically charges itself when it docks and also self-empties into a 3-liter dust bag that can hold up to 90 days worth of dust. It uses a 27,000 Pascal high suction dust collection system with a claimed efficiency of around 80%. The base station also washes the Deebot's rotating mop pads with 55 degrees of hot water to kill bacteria, and it later hot dries them to prevent odors or mold buildup. Let's be honest, I think this is a marvel piece of engineering, but I think one thing to look out for here is going to be longevity, because I feel like there's so many moving parts in the robot itself, in the Omni Station, and I'm just curious to see how long is it going to last with all these moving parts. What's also impressive is that my electricity bill hasn't changed much since I started using it, which really shows how energy efficient the system is. And the clean water tank dispenses fresh water to wash the mop pads, while the dirty water tank collects and stores the used water. Okay, let's talk about design, and I think the build quality looks really solid and the dimensions are just right. I think it's compact enough to reach spots that most robots usually struggle with, and I think that's thanks to its unique half circle, half square shape that they've got going on. And another key feature that really impressed me is the soft bump system, which allows the robot to gently make contact with surfaces, and this works as part of its edge following algorithm, so it sort of helps it clean right up to the corners and around furniture. So this is like a big improvement from the older models that used to back off too early and end up missing spots. It's also impressive that they've managed to fit all those components into a 9.5cm tall body, which means that it can easily go under most cabinets and furniture without getting stuck. Okay, let's talk about cleaning performance, which I think is the main reason why anyone would invest in a piece of machine like this, to sort of get something to do the cleaning in the house and free up some of that time while you do other things. But in my opinion and from my observations, I think the Deebot does a really solid job in terms of doing the basic tasks like vacuuming, mopping, and basically sweeping the house. But when it comes to things that you normally would struggle with removing by hand, it doesn't really do a good job there. But I think at this stage of robomop development, I think that's realistically what you can expect from an autonomous machine, making its way around your house. So I think maybe in the next iterations they'll sort of build on that and sort of optimize and make them better as the years go by. But I think at this point, this is realistically what you can expect from a robot. So I decided to run a little experiment. We're just gonna spill some flour on the floor and some fiber supplements and see how well it handles both fine dust and debris on the floor. So there you go, it doesn't really struggle that much with basic vacuuming tasks. Using both the side sweeper brush and its 8000 Pascal suction power, it picks up pretty much most of the dirt on the floor. Another thing to look out for is the noise levels. On their website they claim that the noise levels are under 65 dBs, but from my testing it does get a bit louder when vacuuming at full power, and this matters because if you're in a meeting or on a call while it's running, you'll definitely hear it. It's not too loud, but it's noticeable, especially in high suction mode. But on lower settings though, it's pretty quiet. In terms of mopping performance, it performs much better with the ECOVACS cleaning solution, and the rotating mop pads also make a big difference. Instead of just dragging across the floor like some other robot mops I've seen, they actually scrub the floor for a deeper clean. Okay, next up, let's talk about the features and navigation. The robot can pretty much navigate through the house with no trouble at all. On the front, it uses an RGBD camera, which is like a camera that can capture both depth and color in addition to the LiDAR sensor. So, together with its inner AI model, it can actually learn and think on its own to avoid obstacles. So, here it is trying to avoid me as I step into its path. So, yeah, we're basically playing a game of tech right now.
Okay, Eco. Return to station.
Okay, now about the voice assistant. It's not the most fluid as yet, but I think that's something
Okay,
ECOVACS can
Eco.
easily fix with a firmware update.
Return to station.
It's not a deal breaker for me because after a couple of tries, it eventually listens and does what you ask. Another feature that I really like is the automatic carpet detection. When it senses a carpet, it lifts the mop pads and boosts suction for vacuuming. It's not perfect though, sometimes it still tries and mops the edges because it likes to push the limits. So from time to time, it will get itself stuck, so if it can't find a way out, it will just give up and send a notification to your phone. Lastly, one of the coolest features is the ability to patrol your home using its built-in cameras, so you can even make two-way calls through the robot. So if someone is at home, you can talk to them right through the app from anywhere as long as the robot's connected to Wi-Fi. My final thoughts. I think robomops are here to stay, and the reason I say that is because so many companies are now starting to build their own versions of robomops. DJI just released their version, I think 2-3 days ago. So I think they're here to stay. So it's no longer like 2 years ago when you saw a robomop in someone's house and just thought, okay, this is like Black Mirror kind of stuff, and it's so far in the future. But I think they're here to stay, and like so many other machines, like the fourth industrial revolution, machines are just better at doing certain tasks than us humans do. So I think if you have the money and you really want to save yourself time, I think the question really is which one offers the best value for money. And for me, I just looked, and ECOVACS looked like they had been doing a lot of development in terms of robomops. So that's sort of their specialty, and they sort of have like a lot of data because they've been reiterating and optimizing. So for me, it was a no-brainer really. But if you really can invest in one, I'd say do it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. And please like and subscribe. Cheers, man.